1 minute, no one had heard of it. The next minute, everyone was playing it. Clips were flooding TikTok. Chaos, laughter, screaming, bodies tumbling off ledges, and one word over and over again. Peak. Landfall Games, the team behind Totally Accurate Battle Simulator and Stickfight, have just dropped another game out of nowhere. No pre-hype, no $1 million marketing campaign, just one Steam page, and a multiplayer experience so ridiculous, so instantly shareable, that it detonated across the internet in less than 24 hours. But what is Peak? How did it explode so fast? And how did Landfall manage to pull this off again? This is the story of Peak, the physics-fueled party game that just might be Landfall's smartest release yet. Peak is a fast-paced, first-person multiplayer party game where the only goal is to climb, literally, to the top of a mountain. You and a bunch of other ragdoll chaos gremlins spawn at the bottom of a vertical obstacle course. There's no combat, no power-ups, just climbing, parkour, and a constant barrage of slapstick failure. But here's the genius. The controls are purposefully janky. Think Fall Guys meets Getting Over It, in first person. You're flailing your arms, grabbing walls, missing jumps, clinging to ledges while strangers or friends desperately try to yeet themselves over your head. And when someone finally does reach the top, they hit a gong, the level ends, and everyone gets reset, ready for the next dose of humiliation. It's pure, unfiltered chaos, and it is absolutely addictive. But who made it? Peak is developed by Landfall Games, the Swedish indie team known for surprise hits like Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, aka TABS, Stickfight the Game, and Cluster Truck. Landfall has always had a signature style, janky physics, hilarious failure loops, and memeable moments. They've built a reputation for games that don't take themselves too seriously, and that make you look like an idiot in the funniest possible way. They also have a tradition of launching surprise April Fool's releases, but Peak wasn't a joke. It was real, it was polished, and it was instantly viral. Peak didn't have a big PR rollout. It didn't need one. Here's how it exploded. Creators posted clips, viewers downloaded the game, new players flooded in, which created more clips, and rinse and repeat. Peak taps into the same dopamine loop that made Fall Guys and Getting Over It so addictive. You fail, you laugh, you say one more try. But the first-person perspective makes the failure feel more personal, more intense, more funny. And because the rounds are quick, there's always another shot at redemption or disaster. Peak is just $10 on Steam or £6.39 if you're in the UK. No loot boxes, no microtransactions, no live service fluff, just pay once, play forever. In a time when multiplayer games are riddled with battle parties and artificial grind, Peak feels pure, and people respond to that. On the surface, Peak is dumb fun, but underneath the chaos is smart multiplayer design at work. There's no instructions, you're dropped in and expected to learn by doing. No penalties, fall, try again, mess up, laugh, and keep going. Everyone's equal, there's no levels, no loadouts, no matchmaking by skill, and it's got physics-based comedy. Every movement creates the potential for chaos. Every leap could be glorious or humiliating. It's the kind of game that feels broken, but is secretly incredibly well-tuned. Landfall didn't just make a funny game, they made a viral machine. The big question is now, will Peak last, or will it fade as quickly as it rose? Here's the good news. Landfall has already confirmed they're working on updates, maps, and more content. And crucially, it's not tied to trends, it's just fun. But like any multiplayer game, Peak's future depends on a few things. Can they keep the community engaged? And can they avoid feature creep? If Landfall can keep things fresh without killing the simplicity, Peak could become a long-term staple, especially for streamers and party game fans. Peak didn't blow up because it was revolutionary, it blew up because it was fun in the most primal, ridiculous, laugh-out-loud way possible. It's a reminder that sometimes you don't need 100 mechanics or a complex progression system or AAA graphics. Sometimes you just need a mountain, a bunch of friends, and the overwhelming urge to reach the top first. And fail a lot. Landfall has done it again. They've made a game that doesn't just entertain, it infects. In a world of over-designed live service bloat, maybe that's the peak of what multiplayer should be. But what are your thoughts? Have you played Peak? Have you seen clips of Peak? Are you going to play Peak? Let me know in the comments, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Until then, something, something, something.